Hello everyone, I'm Dan, 2 times 15 here on Xbox Live, and I'm back again for another video for WWE predictions. And this time we're going all the way to Saudi Arabia to do Night of Champions.
Not
Now,
really.
well, yeah, we're not, but once again I'm doing the predictions video, but this time, once again I'm joined by Jackson
Hello.
and Connor.
Hello.
And for you guys that have never seen my videos before, I'm going to go for a quick rundown. My predictions are two opinions. Who I think is going to win, who basically WWE have booked to win, and who I want to win is my own personal opinion. The same goes for Jackson and Connor. We're going to try and do this swiftly and quickly, and as quickly as we can. And once this video's been uploaded and I've watched Night of Champions, hopefully we can get the review done with these guys again. But just throwing this out here. A review means, oh, I don't know, 30 seconds per a match, and not the entire review of the entirety of what happened from bell to bell.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, Night of Champions! Predictions time! Let's do this! And in order of who makes the predictions, it's going to be me, Connor, Jackson. So that we're not talking over each other. Got it?
Alright.
This match, ladies and gentlemen, is Gunther will be defending his Intercontinental Championship against Mustafa Ali. Now, there was a battle royal to determine who won the opportunity to be faced Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. And that winner of that battle royal was Mustafa Ali. And, well, I can only say this is going to be an interesting match. Who do I think is going to win? Gunther. In the most ironic sense, but I want Mustafa Ali to win, and so does Jackson. For when he gets to that part, he can explain why in a bit. But yeah, it will be exciting, but there'll be chopped out of thin air. There'll be counters after counters after counters, but it will be eventually Gunther retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Easy win, and I'll say about 2 minutes until Mustafa Ali loses the matchup. So with that being said, as I said, yep, I think it'll be Gunther, but I want Mustafa Ali. Connor, what about you?
Gunther is going to win, and he's the person I want to win.
So short.
Pretty simple, because, frankly, I see no reason why Ali should win the match.
Agreed.
Yeah, same here. I think Gunther's gonna win and I want him to win. I don't know when he's gonna drop the title, but I don't think it should be to Mustafa Ali.
No freaking way. And, well, you might as well quickly do a quick rundown on why the part of you wants Mustafa Ali to win this belt.
Because me and you made a bet.
Yes, we did. And the bet is this. As you guys know, I have a WWE 2K Universe mode and my FAFW Universe mode. And Jackson is a part of both of them. And on an FAFW, I said, and hitting this storyline, if Mustafa Ali wins, he will become Jackson here will become the longest reigning FAFW champion ever. It will have my fictional title for a real life year if Mustafa Ali beats Gunther here.
But here's the thing, I also made a bet with my friend at school, and I also bet on Gunther to win, so half of me wants Gunther to win and half of me wants Ali to win, just because of the two bets I made.
Well,
but let's go to the next match.
Match is Rhea Ripley, SmackDown Women's Champion versus Natalya.
I didn't even know what was happening until, yesterday.
I don't like that. I'm not looking forward towards this match for any reason.
And, like, to be honest, I mean, yeah, they only had 2 interactions. Rhea Ripley beat Dana Brooke in a match on Raw. She continued the attack. Natalia returned out of nowhere. They had 1 interaction backstage, and then boom, they have a SmackDown Women's title match in Night of Champions. There was no build-up. I didn't even know this was a thing until yesterday. I mean, we all know that this is a pretty simple Rhea Ripley winning match. And
Agreed.
hopefully, finally, after Night of Champions is when they finally decide it's time to do the women's title exchange.
Again, also agreed. But, Connor, since you've gone first, who do you think's going to win?
Rhea Ripley, who do I want to win? I do not give a shit because I do not give a shit about this match.
But for the sake of the video, if you could pick one.
Natalia.
Hold up.
There's a reason for this, so don't get your fucking panties in a twist yet. Natalia is basically one of the most underappreciated women in the WWE roster.
Well deserved.
Yeah, whatever. I feel like if she knocks down Rhea Ripley, it won't do that much damage to Ripley. Because here's the thing, Natalia's been in WWE for like what, 12 years? 13?
Yeah. Something like
Yeah,
that.
so if Rhea Ripley loses to Natalia, she can just win the title back, and well, it would lead to actual build-up for a match.
And Jackson, who do you think's going to win?
Rhea Bloody Ripley, the Eradicator of the Judgment Day.
And who do you want?
Rhea Ripley.
Well, as you know, I'm a big sip for Rhea Ripley, I guess. So
Yeah.
You a simp for your mommy?
yeah, I'm simp for my mommy. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Bloody Ripley all the way here. I think she's going to win, and I want her to win. But I agree with you, Jackson. I don't know why she's not the Raw Women's Champion, because she's on Monday night! Well, for God's sake. It doesn't make any sense.
You gotta wonder where Dom Dom sits here.
On her lap.
Alright, now the third match we have on the card is a WrestleMania rematch. The longest reigning women's champion of the modern era, the EST WWE Bianca Belair, defends against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. To be honest, I'm a little upset that we're getting this rematch only for one reason, because I think that Asuka should have won at WrestleMania. But hey ho, maybe this is 100% the time for Bianca to drop the title, because she's been champion for, I think she's been champion since WrestleMania 38, so that's a little bit over a year. So who do I think will win? Bianca Belair, maybe. Who do I want to win though? Asuka.
Some great choices there, I must admit. And I think it's going back down to me now, so I'd like to make my quick predictions. I actually think that Asuka is going to win this one, and I want her to win, but I also think there's going to be some... Actually, no, scratch that. I think it'll be Bianca, but I want Asuka to win, and I want Asuka to win via shenanigans like the Blue Mist. That's the only way I think it should go down. But if Bianca wins, I've got this sneaky feeling when I go to Money in the Bank and I see whoever wins the women's Money in the Bank ladder matchup. What? Did I just say Money in the Bank? Women's Money in the Bank matchup? There, I said it. They are the ones that are going to cash in. Now, I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be a one-off champion, because over the last couple of times of someone cashing in, they've had the title for what, like a week? And that was it. So whoever cashes in against Bianca Belair, they need to have that momentum behind them and have the title for at least a couple of months before Bianca wins it back again. But then again, isn't Bianca? Again, this is very confusing because isn't Bianca on SmackDown?
Yes, and so is Asuka.
So what again? Again,
I can tell that you're really starting to get frustrated.
it's just really. It's not frustrated. It's just confused on why WWE are continuing to do this.
And it's like
Thing.
I feel like they're just getting lazy because like in 2021 and 2022 they did the title swaps straight away.
Yeah. But all I can say is, if you're going to have a bunch of champions, right? Forget about, like I said, have Raw, have SmackDown. Do it like the old days, where you can have 2 lots of wrestling, well, 3 lots, including NXT. NXT can have their own championships. That's fair. But the main titles can be competed on both Raw and SmackDown. It can have the United States Championship on Raw and SmackDown, Intercontinental Championship on Raw and SmackDown, the Tag Team titles as one lot of titles, and the WWE Championship as one big title on both shows that has to be defended. So get rid of the Universal Championship, get rid of the brand new World Heavyweight Championship, and just have the WWE Championship and have that as the main goal. Or if you're going to do 2 titles, have 2 heavyweight championships that can be defended on both brands. So, which is why I get to the women's. This is why I think there should be 1 women's championship and not 2, because it's so confusing. But yeah, that's my predictions. I think Bianca, but I want Asuka. Move on to Connor's predictions for this matchup.
To be honest, I agree with both of you. Asuka needs to win this. Because frankly, who gives a shit about Bianca being champion anymore?
No,
Honestly, Asuka doesn't need the title. Just I want someone to beat Asuka for it. It's not like Asuka needs the title. It's just that someone needs to take the title off of Bianca.
Yeah, and that's why I'm hoping Asuka wins this. However, I know WWE's booking is going to probably have Bianca winning it, so I'm ready for disappointment and their champions.
Yep, you're ready for disappointment, but is Bianca ready for Asuka? So that is who you think is going to win, is Bianca.
Hey.
But who do you want?
I want Asuka to win, obviously.
Obviously.
Honor, maybe you just need to think positive, Ali.
Ha ha! I saw what you did there. You should have said that joke when we was making the predictions for the Ali match. But hey ho, we'll move on to the next one.
And the next match is Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
Oh yeah.
Now this is a much better women's matchup, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I actually am looking forward to this match.
Oh, that's not what you were saying earlier.
That's because it was 2 boring matches that don't even need to be there. But this one, he's going to be paying attention to 100%.
Because this match has actual fucking build, and I'm actually curious of who's going to win.
And that is a question then. Who do you think is going to win, and who do you want to win this match?
I feel like Becky's going to win, but I also Becky's going to win from WWE's booking perspective, but I do want Trish Stratus to win the match.
Because this will make the first ever Hall of Famer who's just recently turned heel. Yeah, Edge has done it, but this is a better storyline because it's like, you know, no one has actually thanked Trish throughout her entire career, quote unquote. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great, as good old JL would say, this is going to be a slobber knocker.
I bet you Vince McMahon was thanking Trish.
I mean, if this was a Vince McMahon booking, which it is totally not, then he would have Trish go over here. Uh, but yeah, no, that's a good bold prediction. You think it's going to be Becky, but you want Trish. Bold predictions there, Connor. Jackson, your turn now.
I'm the complete opposite. I feel like WWE is going to book Trish Stratus, but I'm going to go for the man, Becky Lynch.
I think me and you have the same wavelength, but at the same time, like, I want Becky Lynch, but I do think Trish Stratus, but it could go either way. It's going to be an interesting one because the outfits are going to be interesting for all of the women's matches because of, reasons which I'm not going to discuss on this channel.
Don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, with that said, this is going to be a barn burner, a Hall of Famer, and a future Hall of Famer. Two mums going at it. It's the mum party of the night. And so far, the Raw Women's Championship is on the line. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line. And a World title is on the line. But and we also have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. But as far as we know, because we haven't watched SmackDown yet, there's no United States Championship match. As far as we know, these are predictions that are being made before SmackDown. So we're gonna go on to the next match.
Alright, now the next match, it was a tournament. Well, Triple H announced on Raw that there was going to be a tournament after Backlash to crown a quote-unquote new World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions. That tournament started after the WWE draft on after Backlash, and now we are getting Seth freaking Rollins versus the phenomenal AJ Styles, even though he's on SmackDown, but yet he's still competing for this secondary title.
Go figure.
But obviously, since Seth Rollins is on Raw, he's obviously going to win. I think he's going to get booked to win, and I want him to win. It's not like it's going to do anything for him, but honestly, ever since that this whole new title tournament was announced, Seth Rollins was the main favorite to win. So I'm going with Seth.
Oh, no, that's a very, very good choice. We're all going to be singing his battle hymn once he wins it and comes down to the ring. And I think just to add something to this, I saw online and in a video that this World Heavyweight Championship is actually, whoever wins it is going to go in the same history books as the last World Heavyweight Champions like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Edge, you name Mark Henry, all these World Heavyweight Champions.
Wait, what?
Yep. That's correct.
I'm so sorry, I take back what I said.
Yeah, this is I read it online. Saw it on a YouTube video that this is going to be connected to all of the other World Heavyweight Champions we've had in the past. It's basically this is the design of the belt is just different. That's all.
All right, never mind. I take back what I said. That this is not a secondary title.
I mean, it technically is because realistically it's one for Raw, but just like in the old days, it was for Raw in the old days, which is why, think about it, that Triple H was the one to announce it. He was one of the longest World Heavyweight Champions for WWE in WWE history, if you think about it. So this, and Seth Rollins is basically Triple H's guy. Basically, he's the one that brought him into an NXT, and and he brought him in. So I think realistically, it should be Seth freaking Rollins. As much as I love AJ Styles as my favorite wrestler in the modern era, going second place being Randy Orton. It was Randy, but now it's 100% AJ Styles because I've seen how he works, and it's a lot better than Randy, in my opinion. As much as I love AJ Styles, I'd love to see him win the World Heavyweight Championship. It just wouldn't make any sense. And I agree with Jackson on why it was made as a tournament with when there's so many people on the Raw roster. Even if there's not that many former world champions, you could have done throwaway matches and still made Seth Rollins the champion. You could have had the ending where Drew McIntyre could have faced Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins could have still won. But even though we're not too sure where Drew McIntyre is, I think he's injured at this point. But hey, this is still going to be a hell of a match, and I'm going to love it. It's going to be kickouts, and I think the OC might be at ringside. Who knows? Maybe not. Who knows what will happen? But yeah, who do I think is going to win? Seth freaking Rollins. Who do I want to win? Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ, but you're going to be second best tonight.
Yeah. I can't wait to see this triple main event match.
Oh yeah, triple main event match. It's going to be interesting. I don't know why they're starting to do all these type of 3 main events, 4 main events. Oh look, the entire night is all main events.
Listen, it doesn't matter because we all know the main event is the match that closes the show.
Exactly. So, Connor, who do you think is going to win?
Okay, I agree that Seth Rollins is going to win no matter what. But yeah, I think you're both forgetting something that was hinted on SmackDown.
What's that?
Karrion Kross.
Yeah, we are going to get Karrion Kross as AJ Styles tonight. AJ Styles?
Yeah, but I also feel like Karrion's going to appear at Night of Champions and cost Styles the title. Or even better, yeah, attack the OC.
That could be a possibility. That could set up the rivalry between those two.
Yeah. So, who do I want to win? Seth. Who do I think is going to win? Seth.
So we all agree on the same thing.
Yep.
That's a rarity.
And watch that to be automatically wrong when Night of Champions rolls around.
Could you imagine? Well,
I would hate it all.
We'll have to wait and see, won't we? As we go on to the next match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally happened. And this is unbelievable news. Now, obviously, this isn't the first time the tag team titles are at a Night of Champions show. Nope, that's not the first thing that's happening here. Solo Sikoa being at a pay-per-view? No, not the first time ever. I mean, this might be his first appearance at a Night of Champions, but it's not his first appearance at a pay-per-view. Roman Reigns, yeah, he's been in plenty of pay-per-view matches. Kevin Owens has been in plenty of pay-per-view matches. Hell, even Roman Reigns has been to Saudi Arabia before. So I think Solo Sikoa, maybe this is his first visit, maybe it's his second. But yeah, he's been there before. Kevin Owens has been to Saudi Arabia before. Sami Zayn has... Oh, wait a minute. No, he hasn't. Because of, and I'm going to say this, political reasons, Sami Zayn has not been allowed to go to Saudi Arabia before.
Wow.
So, and you know what? And this is what makes this such a special occasion, because this is his first time ever that he's allowed to compete in in front of a Saudi crowd. So this is great news for Sami Zayn, and I bet he feels so amazing. But this is not about Sami Zayn. This is about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defending their tag team titles against the bloodline of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. But as we all know, the storyline is not about the problem isn't Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, as Roman Reigns pointed out. It's the Usos. So with that being said, because I think Usos are going to be involved somehow, I feel that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to retain because I think that the referee will get knocked out, the Usos will try and help, but fail miserably. Maybe they'll accidentally knock Solo Sikoa out and do a super kick to him. Roman Reigns will send them to the back, and let's say he's not the legal man. He gets knocked. He gets maybe a haluva kicked by Sami Zayn, and then gets thrown. Not getting. Then he rolls out the ring. Solo then turns around. He goes to hit a Samoan spike onto Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn then attacks Solo, hits him with a haluva kick, followed up by a stunner. 1, 2, 3, and still tag team champions. Cammy Owens? Cammy Owens, yeah. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The bloodline.
Is that a slip name between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?
Say that again.
Was that a shipper? Is that a shipper name that you made up for them?
I didn't mean to. My brain went to mush, and it had a few bits of cracks in it, just like how the bloodline does. So yeah, who do I think is gonna win? The Sami and Kevin Owens show. Who do I want to win? Obviously, it's the Sami and Kevin Owens show. Because, it's not going to be Roman and Solo. It just wouldn't make any sense for Roman and Solo to have the tag team titles here. It needs to be a big fuck up by the Usos to cost them the match. Connor?
Yeah, I'll agree with you. The only way that Roman and Solo are losing if the Usos fuck up. That is literally the only way I can see them losing, other than Sami and Kevin Owens pulling off a good victory. Yeah. A very impossible good victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, because there's no way that they're going to win cleanly. They'll beat Roman and Solo, but again, chicanery, shenanigans will happen, and regardless of what will happen, it's just better storyline. So the question is, who do you think's going to win here?
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
And who do you want to win?
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Okay, Jackson, your turn.
I 100% agree with you on this situation. I think that the Usos will get involved and definitely cost Roman and Solo the match with some accidental shenanigans. Maybe they accidentally super kick Roman or Solo, but I think that Kevin and Sami will retain.
Glad to see once again we're on the same page, as we can now move on to the next match.
For the main event of Night of Champions, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Part 2.
Yep.
Oh, just wait until we get part 28.
No, it is gonna. I think there's gonna be a best of 3 series. I think.
The American Nightmare versus the Beast will never end.
No, it needs to end realistically. I think it will be here at Night of Champions. I think there are 2 scenarios that's in my head, but Connor, you make your first scenario.
I feel like Brock is going to basically go ape shit on Cody, giving him an F5 off the apron, on the table, basically anywhere and everywhere that Brock can basically land an F5, and I feel like the end of the match will just end with Cody either making Brock pass out or tap out.
I can see that happening. So, with that being said, who do you think's going to win?
Cody, but for some reason I want Brock Lesnar to win.
Ooh, interesting. An interesting one, to be fair. Jackson, what about you?
Honestly, I don't have, any main predictions of this match because I don't care. All I know is that it's going to be a great match. I mean, it could go either way. I want Cody to win, but I have a good feeling that WWE has Brock to win.
Fair assumption. And leaving it with me now, I'd like to say there are, like I said, there's 3, maybe 2 scenarios. 1, Brock does what you said, Connor, beats the living shit out of Cody, hits him like with an F5, and after 4 minutes of him beating the shit out of him, and on the 5th minute he pins him 1, 2, 3. Cody will get some offense in, but not enough. 2, he does the exact same thing, but loses his shit so much he gets himself disqualified, and then Cody still technically wins.
Yeah.
3,
but
there's another option. Brock Lesnar attacks Cody Rhodes before the match, still beats the shit out of him. Cody stands up, wants it to happen. He then gets F5'd, 1, 2, 3. Brock wins.
Yeah.
Finally, the last one for me is that Brock Lesnar beats the shit out of Cody before the bell rings. Then he rings the bell, goes to F5 him, gets the 2 count. He gets even more pissed, starts attacking the arm, now he's gets him into the Kamara lock. He is so in pain, he's in agony. Cody's like, he goes to put the tap on the freaking, even manages to get the rope break, breaks it away, snaps it, and as he's maybe this could be a scenario where Cody taps out, but he also pins Brock Lesnar onto the floor.
Like what happened at SummerSlam with Liv and Ronda.
Exactly. But this could be a legit great angle, which would be a great way to piss off Lesnar even more, because he's like, well, I beat you. I beat him. And then it could beat up all the refs because they said that Cody Rhodes won.
But I can't wait to see Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes underneath the same roof.
Yep, it's going to be explosive. So yeah, who do I think is going to win? Brock Lesnar. Who do I want to win? Cody Rhodes. So yeah. That being said, that is my Night of Champions predictions done with Connor and Jackson. I hope you enjoy Night of Champions, boys. It's going to be a good one. When I will try and catch up with you for the review of it. And just a short little review, unlike the last one we did. But yeah. So
Are you actually going to watch it because of the special start time?
Most likely. But at the same time, I'm not going to be at home to watch it. So I will try I probably might end up watching it on like a Monday or something. I don't know. But yeah. That's until next time for the Night of Champions review. It's a goodbye from me.
A goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from me.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, click on the Master Chief icon to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch the previous video, click on the one on the left. If you want to watch the playlist, click on the one on the right.